welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here, and if you're new, hi, my name is Anna, and in today's video I will be talking about the pros and cons of being a cosmetologist. I've been a licensed cosmetologist since 2019. I owned my own business for 3 years. Without further ado, let's hop into the pros and cons. Let's do the pros first. Number one is that you somewhat can make your own schedule, and your schedule can be pretty flexible depending on what you and your family need, or where you work. So a lot of stylists work on Saturdays but then take Sundays and Mondays off. Some people just work long days but not very many days. If you are renting a space for a day, you want to make the day worth it, and so your schedule can be pretty flexible based on what your clientele needs, based on what you need, and based on if you have an employer or where you're working. Number two is that you get to socialize and build relationships with both your clientele and your coworkers. Obviously, you're with your coworkers every day, all day. Salons are very, the conversations are flowing, and so you're going to learn about your coworkers, be able to talk to them about their days and their weekend and all that type of stuff. You're not just spread out in your own cubicles. You're all together, usually, unless you're working in a private suite or something. But then also, if you own a salon, you'll be talking to your employees. And then, of course, your clientele. So there's a stereotype that hairstylists are therapists, and that's there for a reason, because a lot of people just feel comfortable talking to their hairstylist. I guess maybe because we're making them feel beautiful, and we're usually nice, talkative people. So I feel like then people, love to be around most hairdressers, and you'll build relationships with everyone. Number three might be my favorite pro yet, and that is the ability to work in different environments. You could work by yourself in a private suite, you could own your own salon, you could work in a spa, a medical spa, a nail salon, a hair salon, and then you can even dream big. You could work with photographers, maybe in editorial magazine shoots and theater, or behind the scenes at a TV production or a movie production. You could do pageants. You could work on a cruise ship. You could teach at a cosmetology school. The options are endless, and there are so many different work environments for cosmetologists. You can find whatever makes you happy and makes you excited every day to go to work. So that pro kind of leads on to our fourth pro, which is a fun atmosphere and work environment. Like I already said, you will kind of choose where you want to work and probably like where you work, but usually the music is on, the conversations are flowing, everyone's happy because they're getting pampered and they're relaxing and they feel beautiful, and it's just a good vibe. The next pro is that you get to be creative. This includes mixing formulas for color, doing different applications, whether that's for makeup, hair, nails. You can be artsy with nails. You can be artistic with your social media presence. No matter what you're doing, you can, have a social media presence to get clientele, and you can be creative with all of those things. Our final pro, and probably the most important, is that it is a very fulfilling job, helping people feel beautiful, making them comfortable in their own skin, and it's just a great thing to see and hear when your client is, finished and they're like, oh my gosh, I feel so pretty, thank you, and it makes your heart happy. So compared to the 6 pros, I only actually have 3 cons, which is pretty good. And so number one is that it can be physically demanding. You're standing all day or sitting all day, depending on what you're doing. You are maybe bending over if you're doing nails or facials. You're bending over to wash people's hair. Hopefully you have pretty ergonomic tools and stations, and so that should help, but it's still physically demanding. You're not going to get rid of you're not going to make it perfect. Also, with chemicals in the air, a lot of people, have trouble with their lungs with aerosol products. That is one con, is that it's physically demanding. The next con is that it can be gross. You don't know who's going to walk through that door, what their situation is. You're dealing with people's hygiene, and so if someone doesn't have good hygiene, it's gonna be kind of nasty. And then lastly, number 3 is that some clients can be Karens or can be challenging, because some people just don't know, what they want, or they're just unhappy. That is a con. Sometimes you just have to know that sometimes it's them and not you. If they've gone to, multiple different people and they're just never happy, that is probably them and not you. So that is a con and that is a challenge to overcome. But as you work in this industry, you will become more confident. You'll be able to deal with these challenging clients and be able to fix problems. So then that problem happens less and less often as you get more recognized and as you are working in the industry for longer. So that is all the pros and cons of being a cosmetologist. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Make sure to subscribe down below and hit the bell for post notifications. Comment down below what video you would like to see next. Hit the like button, it really helps me out. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you next time. Bye!